New at 6, KOMO News has learned through court documents that the man suspected of shooting a Washington State trooper 9 times was let out of jail on bail in June by the Northwest Community Bail Fund. 31-year-old Jason Posada is currently being held in the King County Jail on $3 million bail. KOMO's Hannah Knowles joins us live tonight. And Hannah, this group that bails people out of jail, they're very controversial, aren't they?
Yeah, Eric, critics say oftentimes these bail groups, it allows for the release of repeat and sometimes even violent offenders. Now, this group that bailed him out back in June, this is the Northwest Community Bail Fund. They bailed him out after having 8 felonies, prior convictions, and they bailed him out after he was arrested and charged in Pierce County on DOC supervision. Now, Jason Posada, he was arrested in January of last year in Pierce County and charged with unlawful possession of a stolen vehicle, making a misleading statement to a public servant, and obstructing a law enforcement officer. Before that, his record includes robbery and assault charges, possession of a stolen vehicle, and an arrest in Wyoming. A receipt from June 7th shows his bail posted for $10,000 from Northwest Community Bail Fund. He then violates his parole, misses a court date, and a warrant is issued for his arrest. Next, Posada is arrested on Friday after he allegedly shot the Washington State trooper 9 times, even stealing his duty firearm and shooting him again while he was down and injured. I did reach out to the bail fund group today and did not get a response back. The group's website says that they are dedicated to ending cash bail and pre-trial detention in Washington State, and uses donations from the public to post bail for these people that they are trying to get out. Now, Posada's next court date is set for March 4th for his arraignment. In Seattle, Hannah Knowles, KOMO News.
Hannah, thank you. Today, State Patrol Chief John Batiste released a statement thanking Kent police, other troopers, and the medics who responded to the shooting. He said their quick and heroic actions kept this from being a larger tragedy. He also thanked the public, saying, quote, "The outpouring of support we have received for our wounded trooper, his family, and the family of the patrol is deeply felt and appreciated."
Yeah, Mary, I've been covering this issue for months, but I've never seen anything quite like this. This group of rideshare drivers are making demands to these app companies, and today they acted out those demands in a skit.
Gather round, ladies and gents.
Seattle gig workers perform in a flashy skit to paint a picture of what they're calling a challenging reality.
The city of Seattle.
About a couple dozen people who make deliveries for Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub say they are hurting to make ends meet.
Some of us can't even afford to put food on our own tables.
They're fighting certain aspects of Seattle's new minimum pay law that went into effect in mid-January. The app companies have been adding an approximately $5 charge to every customer order to meet the city's minimum wage requirement for app-based workers. But the drivers say it's a bad business plan that has led customers to order less, giving drivers fewer trips, and restaurants are losing business. So these companies have to pay more. They're putting that cost onto the customer. So what else would you want to see done instead?
We asked for 10 cents that would be contributed to the industry for the gig workers' rights. 10 cents. And DoorDash raised the rates $5.
We took those concerns to DoorDash. A spokesperson writes, at the current rate of $26.40 per active hour plus additional mileage pay, we do not anticipate being able to reduce our regulatory response fee. We urge those frustrated by this law to contact the city council.
You are dead wrong.
Attention turned away from the skit when another rideshare driver, unrelated to this group, started yelling at the actors about the new law's impact on businesses.
There will be no restaurants left. City council needs to repeal this.
This group says that reaction was expected as workers remain divided on a solution.
What do they want? Worker against worker. What are they getting? Exactly that.
And we did reach out to City Council President Sarah Nelson about where the city goes from here. She did tell us earlier in the week that something needs to change, that this law is proving to have some unintended consequences. Of course, we'll let you know when we hear back. For now, live in Seattle, Jackie Kent, KOMO News.
What you see flowing on the ground in this security video isn't just wine. It's months, even years of preparation and the livelihood of a business. And now King County Sheriff's officials say Woodinville police have arrested this man who's accused of breaking into his former place of employment and dumping $600,000 worth of wine at Sparkman Cellars.
I have a handful of friends that I am close with in the Sparkman team, actually. And so when I heard about that incident, I was so saddened. That is something that just, when it drains out, there's no way to recuperate that.
The crime happened in November. And Carrie Sovey, who works at Lotta Wine right across the street, said when the businesses learned about this, they tried to support Sparkman Cellars however they could.
It is such hard work, from the grapes in the vineyard to crush and bottling and the time that it takes.
Josh St. Aubin at Fidelitas also talked about the estimated 24,000 bottles worth of product which was lost. Both employees we spoke to relieved that police were able to find the suspect, but the concern hasn't gone away.
Still, it just makes me worried that could happen again.
Since a crime like this could put some wineries out of business, it's all the reason this tight-knit wine community says they'll have to continue to keep an eye out. Reporting in Woodinville, Paul Rivera, KOMO News.